Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Dr. Melissa Wright-Khan, your personal growth expert, author, and creator of leadersoftheheart.com. Now, I know some of you have been following me for some time, and I am deeply grateful. But this business, like anything in life, has evolved and changed over time. So I just want to spend a few moments reigniting that knowledge of what Leaders of the Heart is really all about and what I'm all about right now. So, Leaders of the Heart is really a movement, it's more than a business. It's a movement for people who are waking up to wanting more. Now, it's right for you if you're someone who is feeling like you want more from life. You might want more love, more freedom, more money, more fulfillment, more joy, more happiness, more flow, more connection to the divine, more of you. And ultimately, that's what this is all about. It's about being more of who you are in life. So you might really feel that sense of calling inside of yourself, that something in life is calling your name, but maybe you can't quite put your finger on what that is. You may get a sense of needing to go somewhere or do something or create something in life. It might be a business, it might be your artwork, it's something creative, but something's kind of holding you back. But you know in your heart that you're destined for great things, and you know that you can do so much more than you are currently doing. You know that there's magic inside of you that you want to bring to the world. And you know that there is something that only you can do, that you have these amazing gifts inside of yourself, but you're just holding yourself back, worried about what other people might think, worried if it goes wrong, worried that you can't really fully work out what it is, that maybe you haven't got the confidence to see it through. What would happen if you were really successful? What would that mean for your life? So you start to tell yourself all sorts of stories, which in turn just hinder you and keep you hiding in the sidelines. If you've had enough of hiding in those sidelines and you feel like it's your time, you want to wake up to more, then I've got something that can really help you. I've got a 7-day free program that can introduce you to the work that I do in my 8-week signature program called Own My Light. Now, in this 7-day program, you will get a synopsis of all of the magic that we cover in the 8 weeks. So you'll start to understand yourself more. You'll start to see where you're getting in your own way. You'll start to see how you can really tune into more of who you are at a deep soul level, and how you can find the confidence to start to really bring that to the world. So I'll put the link in the bottom of in the blurb at the bottom. So if this is of interest to you, please do sign up for this freebie. It's still free. It won't be forever, but it is still free. And you can also come and join us in the Facebook group if you haven't done so already. I would love to see you there. Okay, so enough of Leaders of the Heart, and moving into what I want to talk about today, which very briefly is about where you may be holding yourself back. Now, I had a fantastic conversation yesterday with this gentleman on the bus. I was sat on the very, very back seat, which is something I don't often do, but the bus was quite full, and I thought, why not? Oh, yeah, I'll go and sit on the very back seat. So I sat there in the window seat, and then this man came and sat in the middle. And when I see someone sit in that middle back seat, it always reminds me of being in Thailand, because in Thailand, the middle back seat is the monk seat. And what this means is that the back seat, I think that position in the middle is considered to be the best seat on the bus. And it's certainly named the monk seat. And what this means is that if a monk gets on the bus, the monk must sit in this spot. It's kind of like almost like the throne chair, isn't it? You've got like, you've got nothing in front of your legs, so you're kind of free. And so in Thailand, that's the monk seat. So I turned to this man and I said, oh, you've got the monk seat. And he said, what do you mean? So I told him this story about Thailand and how the monks sit there. And he said, oh, have you been to Thailand? And I said, well, yeah, I have actually. So I started to tell him about being in Thailand, and I could see he was listening. And he said, I really want to go to Thailand. And I said, well, that's great. I said, what's stopping you? And he went, yeah, good question. And after some thought, he said, I think it's money. I think it's money that's stopping me. But interestingly, he didn't say, I don't have enough money or it's too expensive. He said, I think it's too expensive. And I said, ooh, I like that you say that. He said, but the thing is, I've been on 4 holidays this year. I've been to Spain 3 times. I had a holiday in England. I said, yeah, so it looks like it could be in budget. He said, oh, yeah. I said, so how are you going to make it happen? He said, oh, yeah. He said, I just need to work out when I want to go. I said, this sounds great. He said, oh, you've started something in me now. And I said to him, well, actually, part of this is what I do for a living. And I can see that there's something underneath you which is really wanting this. And he said, yeah. I said, I see that adventure spirit in you. And then he started to tell me about how much adventure he used to have when he was young, and he'd go camping here, there, and everywhere, and how he absolutely loved it. And we started talking some more, and I briefly told him about my trip to India and being rescued from the earthquake. And he said to me, do you know what? He said, I really long to be caught up in some kind of um, like disaster, something really like that takes you to the edge and is really like exciting in a way. And I said to him, I think this is all bound up with this adventure spirit in you. That basically, I don't I don't know that you really do want to be caught up in a life threatening situation, because when you actually are, it's absolutely terrifying. But what I see in you is that you've got this dormant adventure spirit, and it's so dormant and suffocated that it's craving these absolute extreme, like life threatening situations. And that actually, if you would just allow that adventure spirit and then explore it some more, maybe you would be into extreme sports. Maybe you'd want to go, I don't know, racing around in speedboats. Or, and he said, I said, maybe you'd want to go climbing. Not that that's an extreme sport. And he said, well, actually, what I really do want to do is jump out of a plane. And I said, brilliant. Now we're getting somewhere. I said, so anyway, and we were almost arriving in town at this point, and I said to him, look, I want you to explore. And they start to say, actually, Anne, I really want to go to America. And I was like, this is brilliant. You've got so many ideas. Write them all down. Start to think about which one you want to do first, and think about what's going to give you that thrill that you're seeking so much. And he said, oh, I feel so excited thinking about it. I said, there you go. You are already halfway there because you've connected with that inside of yourself. And that's what I want for all of you guys. And that's my invitation for you today. I want you to think about what it is that deep down you're really yearning for. It may be that for you it's adventure, that you want to have that crazy thrill. Or it may be that for you it's peace and stillness and tranquility and solitude. I know for myself at the moment, I've been absolutely craving that solitude and silence and stillness. It may be that you're after something else, some creative flow, and you want to splash around with the colours, and it's all about vibrancy and flow and creativity. But you know what it is that you've been resisting doing, that your soul is absolutely longing for you to do. And you may have been making excuses like this guy that actually it's too expensive. He also said to me, I tell myself I haven't got enough time. And he said, but I know that's not true either. So start to notice what you tell yourself and choose another story. So I'd love to hear what you're going to start to explore inside yourself that is going to really feed your soul in a way that you know you need to do. No more hanging around in the sidelines. No more waiting for that perfect time. This is your time. And if you've been waiting for a message, this is it. Hit reply if you get this by email. Let me know what you're going to commit to. If you see this online in the group or wherever on YouTube, do just leave a comment so that I can see how this video serves you. All blessings and all love to you. Namaste.